Not one thing good comes out of drinking alcohol. Not one thing. I don't want to be drunk anymore. I don't miss it. It literally still makes me sick to my stomach to think about drinking. I'm truly living in a marriage now. My husband and I both, because he's sober too. We are living freely and authentically in our marriage. Whereas before, we were just kind of pretending. It's really, 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 really awesome. It's awesome.
Alcohol ruins so many marriages. 9 months ago, Carrie was drinking 4 to 5 cocktails a night. Then her daughter said, "Yeah, Mom, you get mad and then you get drunk." That moment changed everything. Today, at 9 months sober, she's back to talk about what healing really looks like and how everything has gone since our last video. Carrie, thank you for coming back. I'm so excited that you're doing this with me.
Me too. It's good to be back.
How has the last couple months been since last time we talked? How's your sobriety?
It's been life changing. And oh my God, I'm gonna cry. So my husband and I celebrated our 27th anniversary on my 9-month anniversary of being sober. Needless to say, it was a very cheap dinner because weren't drinking. That just ups the bill. And it was just really nice. And I haven't missed it at all. I miss the idea of like a beautiful glass, when everybody else has a beautiful glass. But the thought still of taking a sip just makes me sick to my stomach. And I just can't do it. I got to the point I was done. So done. So
I feel like, so going back, you read one of Alan Carr's books, and actually after you said that, I think I thought about it for my mom for quitting smoking, and I think she started it. What specifically in that book, can you remind us what helped you decide?
So I'm going to say all the data and the facts in the book were helpful. But honestly, Megan, I was ready because a couple of my friends who I've recently seen said, because when I told them about the book, they went and got the book. And one of them said, yeah, I read it and I'm still drinking. And my other friend said, yeah, I'm not ready to read it. So I believe I was ready mentally. I was done. And that makes a huge difference. Wine culture with women and the statistics of the cancers, drunk driver, just added to my that I was ready and I'm not going back. I've been lucky so far that I don't have anything major wrong with me and that I didn't destroy my family and that people still are around.
I really like that you touched on you wanted it because you were ready for it, because I think a lot of people keep trying and trying and trying, but yet I don't think they're ready for it. And that's where those slip ups come, and the hesitation of it all and the relapses, and I don't know. I think you absolutely have to be ready.
You absolutely have to be ready. You have to be ready. And everybody has a different time when they're ready. Some people maybe will never be ready. And I just knew I was ready. I'm 60 and you're 38. Is that how old you are? And you have been sober 2.5 years? That is amazing. I'm so excited for the younger people. And I want to remind the older people, maybe you're older than me, maybe you're 75 and you haven't stopped yet. It is never too late. It's never too late. I was thinking about it for years. And then my daughter was the catalyst for me to go. My daughter said, just really, it hit me at the right moment. And I was ready. I was ready. She's the perfect reason. My family is the perfect reason. And her saying something to me, I thanked her this morning.
Watched my 28-month video and then you apologized to your daughter.
Yeah, she walked in while I was listening to it. And I just turned to her and I said, honey, I'm sorry, that I was drunk mommy all those years, and thank you for saying something and being like the final straw to have me stop. And I started crying and she's like, no, don't cry, Mom. And I'm like, I can't help it. Thank you so much. I love you so much.
And remind us how old your daughter is?
She's 19 and she's at home. She's going to college, community college, and working.
Yeah.
So I'll have her for a while in the
Awesome.
house.
So the day that she said that to you, was that just an instant off switch for drinking?
I was drunk at the time, and I immediately got defensive and pointed at my husband and like kind of blamed him. And and then I like was like, what did I just do? Like, I'm so dumb. And I really don't remember what happened after that. But when I woke up the next morning, you know, I I just knew, like, screwed up big time. My daughter called me out, and I can't be this example to her. But like, no, I can't keep doing this. That was it. I was ready to finally read the book because I had had it for a few months, and I just told my husband, "Yes, I'm going to read that book today." And I was ready.
And I love that your daughter had an impact on you because I feel like too many parents just ignore what their children are trying to say to them, but you took it to heart and you did something about it.
Okay, that's huge that you bring that up because um, my parents, who are in their 80s, they grew up with "you are to be seen and not heard." Like, that was a thing. They were in the playpen, you know, the whole time while mom and dad were having a dinner party or whatever. They were doing what they wanted to do, and you are to be seen and not heard. And I grew up with my parents being able to talk to them about anything. And my friends would go, "You say that to your dad? You talk to your mom about that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, don't you?" And they're like, "No, we can't say that." So I loved how open I could be, my sister and I could be with our parents. And I just wanted to be that with my kids. And from the get go, from the time they were toddlers, I always had respect for them. It wasn't like I know what's better because I'm the mom. It's like, honey, you're not feeling that, or you're not into that. Okay, that's okay. Let's take a break. Like, I respected my little babies because they deserve it. They are innocent, they are pure, and I said it again, or I said it before, and I'll say it again. They're our best teachers. So I always gave them respect, and I always was willing to talk to them about anything. Nothing shocked me, nothing, you know, thank God they didn't do anything too bad, you know what I mean? Like drugs and stuff. So I just always wanted that openness and that I had, which I really appreciated. Thank you, mom and dad.
Oh,
For
I
sure.
love that. It gives me goosebumps. I think that my children definitely have made an impact on our sobriety also. I have tried teaching my children, I want you to at least try this, but I'm not going to force you to do this. And, all the things that come with it. And now I definitely have a much higher respect for my children now that I'm sober.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I feel bad for, I never had any major trauma. My kids, thankfully, never any major trauma. But when I see stories, like I watch intervention, I watch sober stories, I'm just obsessed kind of to watching those and hearing other people's stories. And, the kids who are molested or abused by their dad or their uncle, and the mom doesn't believe him. I'm like, oh my God. Like, the person you trust the most doesn't believe you. Like, I always took my kids' word over if they said something. I didn't say you're lying or no, it didn't happen. I'm like, oh my, but thank God nothing major ever happened. But I always believed everything that they told me, that they said to me, if they were worried or upset or whatever. I respected them. That's the word. I respected them, and I still do. I respect
Yeah.
them immensely.
If you respect your child, you're going to get respect and vice versa.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I don't understand people who, "I'm the elder, so I demand you need to respect me." It's like, well, if I respect you, I respect you. If I don't, guess what? I don't. It's not a thing that you just make somebody do. You're
Exactly. Yeah, and then throw alcohol on top of it. It's even worse. In the last 9 months, what's been born in you during this time?
well, going back to your 28 things that you said, I wake up happy. because I don't have a hangover. How pathetic is that? I'm happy because I'm rested. My sleep is better. Um, I don't hang on to things. Before, if my husband and I had an argument, I would immediately get defensive and I'd just walk out. I would not address the issue because first of all, I was drunk. And second of all, I just wasn't taking any responsibility. So the whole being responsible for my life and what I'm doing is is life changing. It's life changing. My husband and I talk things out. I still get frustrated. I still react. That's just part of my personality, but I don't storm out. I don't keep drinking and ignore the situation. We talk about it. It's it's a miracle. It's life changing to talk about stuff and to not numb myself and avoid stuff. It I'm truly living in a marriage now. My husband and I both, because he's sober too. We are living freely and authentically in our marriage. Whereas before, we were just kind of pretending and going along, and it was fine. But now it's really, 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 really awesome. It's awesome.
That is super good to hear because I mean, alcohol ruins so many marriages, and then yeah, it's hard because we just want to numb instead of talk through it, and then we don't really remember what we talked about if we drank too much, and then the alcohol is just going to escalate the discussions
Yeah,
even more.
there's nothing good. Nothing, not one thing good comes out of drinking alcohol. Not one thing. I overreacted. I got angry. I avoided. I numbed. What? Tell me what good comes out of drinking. Nothing. And I don't want to be, I was drunk mommy. Okay. I don't want to be drunk grandma. I'm looking forward to being a grandma. And one of my friends could never leave her little kids when they were little with her in-laws because they were drunk every night. And it's like I was headed down that path. Or could have been me. I don't know. I don't want to be drunk anymore. So I don't miss it. It literally still makes me sick to my stomach to think about drinking. I just miss the beauty of a beautiful glass of something and I still celebrate, we have our mocktails and our, you know, beer. I love the taste of beer. I love athletic beer. Like I love it. The non-alcoholic, I love it. So it feels like I'm still celebrating when I drink that beer and I take it to places. And we actually took it because my husband is not drinking either. Thank you. Um, we took it this weekend and we didn't even open it because we had like just fuzzy water or coffee or whatever. Coffee's a big deal for me now too. And cappuccinos. Yeah, love my cappuccinos after dinner, you know, and I'm sober and I can drive and I can be the designated driver when I go out with my friends. It's like I'm the designated driver and they have cut down a lot, which I love. They're still drinking, but whoa, like not as much as before. And I know that I was the one, hey, let's go drink. Let's hear another bottle. It's not empty. Here, we have more. We have more. That's not me anymore. And I'm glad that my friends are kind of slowing down too. Like
Yeah.
it's encouraging. I love that.
It makes it easier to stay connected. I really love NA stuff. I didn't start drinking NAs until I was about 7 months sober, but I think that everybody that criticizes those that drink mocktails or coffee or, a replacement, well, isn't that replacement better than the actual alcohol itself?
Yes, it is. It is. So what's the issue?
It's like, well, you're still romanticizing mocktails, and I'm like, well, it's just a word that has been around forever. What else do you want me to call it? Zero proof, or I think they're
Yeah.
called teetotals.
And who cares? We're not drinking alcohol. We're not poisoning ourselves anymore. So let us have our fun. That's our fun now, is not being drunk.
Yeah. I talk to so many people about this. It's still fun to just have something different besides water all day long. I mean,
Yeah.
there is so many options now for those of us that don't drink, and we can still participate without the poison, without the headaches, hangovers, drama, chaos.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Speaking,
I respect
speaking of that, I want to read something. My husband, he wrote me a letter on our anniversary,
it.
and I just want to read a little part of it. Okay, he's grateful for this day. He hesitates to celebrate out of fear that it could all go away, but he's amazed of our past year because wow, we have come a long way in a year. He said, before moving forward too fast, I'm reflecting on the changes. In particular, are the things that are either no longer here in this house or at least no longer welcome. Goodbye to shame. No longer welcome are suffering and distrust. Numbness and fear are not wanted here. Good riddance, passive aggressiveness. And that pretty much sums up the leaps and bounds our marriage has made, and us doing it together has really made a huge difference, because I can't imagine if he was still drinking, like how it would be, because we're both sober. And, we met drunk. Our whole marriage we were drinking. And now we're sober. It's a whole new world. I'm not kidding. It's a whole new world.
Yeah, it is. I absolutely love that he wrote you a letter. That's so sweet. Like, he really truly is proud of you and appreciates your sobriety and actually tells you.
And he told me he was proud of me, and I told him the same thing. And we say it not just on our anniversary. We'll just be laying down holding each other, and I'll say, "I'm so proud of you." And he'll say, sweet things too. And we can actually have those moments, you know,
I
of
mean, it's really nice to be recognized for how far you've come, and then you guys get to do it together.
yes, it's
That's
nice.
versus, well, remember when you did this? Remember when that happened? Remember who you were? Like, there's no healing in that.
Well, I I'm sad about that because I have enough shame that could last forever. And I don't need to be reminded of it. And I I appreciate the positivity moving forward, because that's what I'm doing. I'm moving forward. And you want to bring back the past? How is that going to serve us? Guess what? It's not going to serve us. So, how about give me a break, because I'm human and I make mistakes. And now I'm doing something better. So, how about we just go from there?
I could really touch on that. I'll just,
The work you're doing, Megan, if I know that you get positivity a lot, but the work that you're doing is mind blowing and inspiring. And you're helping so many people. And you have found your calling because you went through hell. And I gave you that comment about Shawshank. You were Andy Dufresne. You went through the shit and the foul disgustingness, and you came out clean on the other side. And you're helping people every day. And I love you for it. And I thank you for it.
well, I really appreciate that. And, finding, getting to know my subscribers and the people, you know, that I've helped truly help me, because when I'm having a bad time, like, people, like yourself reach out and are like, I'm thinking of you. Are you sure you're okay? Or you'll sense something in my voice through a video, and then you reach out to me and I'm like, wow, like, it's, I mean, it's pretty powerful.
You are loved.
I really appreciate that. So,
Thank you.
uh, so how do you handle tension with parenting and emotional connection differently now?
Well, I move through it. I mean, I told you I'm still reactive. I'm still, sensitive and emotional, but I'm not cuckoo anymore, because the alcohol made me cuckoo and mean. And I'm not mean anymore. I get frustrated, but I just I move through it. Like, I just deal with it. How can we, how do we deal with it? How do we solve this? Let's talk about it. Let's take a walk, do something. I'm completely present. My husband's completely present. Our kids are completely present. We're just present. And if someone's not present because they're drinking, we can't have a resolution. We just got to walk away and deal with it later, because there's no talking to a drunk person, even if just a little tipsy. It doesn't matter, like, the level, but you can't you couldn't reason with me when I was drunk, so I don't expect to reason with other people if they've been drinking.
Right.
You just got to be sober to deal with shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, do cravings or urges still show up to you? And to me, they're different things. I mean, I know people might disagree, but do cravings or urges still show up for you?
Not at all. I have my athletic beer, and I'm good. I'm so good. The thing that has changed is I'm becoming a really good baker, and so is my husband, because of my sweet tooth. Yeah, sweets. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to, like, because I do have an addictive personality, so I have to really watch the sugar, because I was never a sugar girl, and now I am a sugar girl. But yeah, the baking has been awesome, especially during the holidays. But no, I don't have any craving for it. And in fact, for Halloween, I was sitting at a table with a couple who next to me, they were sharing a bottle of red wine, and just the smell of the red wine was gross. So gross. I was just like, get that away from me. Like, I can't smell it. It's gross.
Oh, yeah. I
So
mean, it's just like when a smoker quits smoking, or you've never been a smoker, let's say that. You've never been a smoker and then you're around somebody that's smoking. It's terrible.
it's
And now it's
disgusting.
the same with alcohol.
It is the same with alcohol.
I'm
It's
like,
really
oh,
funny. The switch has been, you know,
it's there.
it's weird.
It's a thing. Everybody smells like the bottom of a sticky barroom floor now.
Everybody's stinky.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I still love, when people try to deny that they're drinking. I'm like, I can smell you like I smell a cigarette. Like, I mean, it's so just.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Us non-drinkers now can smell it a mile away.
I want to touch on some of these comments that we got from our last video.
Okay, I'm ready.
Somebody said, how on earth is she still alive on 2 bottles of wine a day for that long?
Okay, so at my heaviest drinking, it was about 2 bottles a night. It wasn't 45 years, like since I was 13, whatever age, 15, whatever. It wasn't 2 bottles a night, but I was drinking consistently, up until getting married and having, my kids. 2 bottles a night was like the highest, the worst, indulgence, when I was drinking. And then it was 4 Manhattans in one night.
Oh,
Good God, 4 Manhattans.
I couldn't
Yeah.
even get through one.
Yeah, I could get through four. I would say the last 10 years at least, 2 bottles a night. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what people don't understand is some of our drinking can fluctuate. Maybe it's a bottle a night, and maybe 2 days later it's 2 bottles a night, or
Yeah.
maybe it's the 4 Manhattans, or it's not necessarily consistently 2 bottles
Right.
of wine every single night. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, same with me. I would get a big bottle from Costco. I could finish it in one night, but then maybe the next night I just drink a smaller bottle, or then a different night, I would choose liquor and drink half the bottle or more. And, it wasn't, I mean, it was consistent enough, but yeah, those 2 bottles for 45 years was not consistent. And I
Right.
think that's where people try to overthink it.
Yeah. And, even some of the comments that I read were, wow, I drink way more than that.
Right? Yeah.
So
I love
I
the
guess,
comparison game.
yeah,
It's
I
like,
guess
okay, well,
we
on
just
my
want to
worst
feel
day,
better about ourselves, right? So we compare. Well, I'm not as bad as that guy, or, you know,
Or I have seen comments where I don't drink as much as that person, so it makes my drinking feel better. Okay, good for
Yeah.
you.
I mean, don't we always want to feel better than the next guy? Why do we compare all the time? It's crazy.
Oh, it's so funny.
Crazy.
So then there was this one. A lot of people are referring to the book by Alan Carr, so The Easy Way. You read which Easy Way?
I read The Easy Way for Women to Stop Drinking. Women specifically, because there's a lot of information about, how much the surge in women drinkers has happened over the years. So I was really interested in that. And I can't tell you exactly percentage, but it was just mind-boggling. Because we're targeted, the culture, and keeping up with the boys if you're in corporate America, It's like, no, we can never keep up with the men. We're women.
I mean, I tried. Drinking wise, not
I
corporate
did
wise.
too. Yeah, I did too. I was pretty up there, but
I remember in one of my earlier videos, I said I could keep up with the boys, and somebody said a comment. They're like, no, I don't know. They made a negative comment. I was like, okay, I could keep up with the boys, but I would be the first one passed out.
wow. Oh, I remember a comment that it's going to rain spaghetti and meatballs if you think she's sober without going to AA and, without, do you remember that one? So I understand where that person's coming from. And I just want to say everybody's different. And I do, my husband is going through a step program. So he shares stuff with me. And I go, yeah, you know what? I could really probably do that step, or I've already done that step, just organically, you know what I mean? And of course I know about the steps. Truly, I'm a non-drinker now. And if I feel like I need to go to therapy or go to a 12-step program, I will, because I am convinced and determined to stay sober. So it's been 9 months, whoever you are. I'm still sober. It's not raining spaghetti and meatballs. And I appreciate your comments and your honesty. I really do.
I
Everybody's different.
so true. And
Yeah.
I think me and you tried doing some study together too on the steps, and yeah, I'll just leave it
Yeah.
at that. We didn't
Driving.
finish.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't connecting with it, and neither were you. It wasn't. What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, how was your liver and pancreas not shot to bits after 45 years? I think that goes back to the consistency of that.
You know what? I don't know. I think it's everybody's different physically too. We're all made up of the same, things, cells, organs, molecules, whatever, but everybody's different. Like my parents are 85 and 86 and they still drink. And my mom goes to her checkups probably every year at least, or every 2 years. And they always tell her she's fine. And I'm like, how? How? Like she's fine. She's still both my parents still drive and they're independent and they're 85 and 86 and they still consume alcohol and they're fine. How does that happen? I don't get it, but I'm glad they're okay. I don't wish them bad at all.
I have somebody coming on 28 years old with liver issues. And, it just goes to show you that it doesn't. This is where I think genetics really play a part in how our bodies react to alcohol.
Oh my God, 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand people who die of lung cancer and they've never smoked and they're 40. I don't understand.
I just think your body's going to do what it's going to do. But you never know with alcohol. You don't have this. Somebody said you don't have a white flag. And it's so true because once your liver goes upside down, I mean, that's
It,
pretty
right?
difficult to recover from.
Yeah.
I mean, the statistics on that are, I mean, you can see it all over YouTube.
Well, even the kidneys, I know we have two, but people who are born with one or just have one, they got to worry about that too.
Yeah.
Oh, because your kidney.
I just did a video on kidneys.
Did you?
Yeah, everybody does it on the liver, but I just did one on the kidneys.
I'll have to look at it. I haven't.
It was interesting. A lot of good information in there. Um, so somebody said, "Why is drinking so normalized everywhere? What are you drinking?" was the welcoming question.
What am I drinking?
Well,
Oh yeah. What are you drinking? Yeah. What's everybody drinking?
yeah.
Oh, Thanksgiving, I was in charge of the cocktail of the hour, like, specialty cocktail. I loved it. I always thought up of new things because we had to have a specialty cocktail for Thanksgiving and everybody had to drink. We are conditioned and brainwashed. Alan Carr said it. We are brainwashed because it's huge money. It's huge money and it's huge profits for sick people. If we're well, guess what? We don't use the pharmaceuticals. I'm not bagging on all pharmaceuticals, but I think it's just a terrible, terrible game of who gets the most money. If you have a well patient, you're not getting any more money. So let's keep everybody sick. So let's push this, you know, toxic substance because everybody pushes it. It's everywhere. Let's glamorize it. Let's make it pretty. Let's make it skinny. Let's make it, you know, as festive as possible. Let's have it at every occasion. Birth, death, graduation, wedding, everything, engagement, any party, barbecue,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is
Rainy day, sunny day, bad day, good day.
what are we drinking? You're stressed? Have a drink. You're happy? Let's celebrate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tear my hair out.
But I only drink when I'm stressed. Or I only drink because I'm stressed. Okay, well, then why do you drink when you're happy?
It's the excuse for everything. It's the excuse for everything. And I was caught up in it for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't serving me. And I could feel it. And I could see the awful consequences in my marriage. And it just wasn't serving me. And finally I got wise and said enough. I finally got wise.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what age you are, you can decide to stop.
Right?
You get to be that better grandparent. I grew up with sober grandparents, and best thing of my life that I
So
mean, that's the best gift that my grandparents could have ever given me is being sober grandma and grandpa.
wow.
I mean, because they're your they're your comfort. I mean, I like have still a really close relationship with my grandma, and my grandpa's been gone for 10 years, but you know, my parents never had to worry about leaving me with my grandma and grandpa.
That's wonderful. I want to be
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna be that.
Yeah. I mean, what's so cool about, well, I don't know if my kids can go there because grandma and grandpa are drinking, or how are they going to act, or, it's just not okay.
It's not okay. It's not. It's
But
not
you should trust your grandparents or the grandparents because they're grandma and grandpa, right? They're
supposedly.
my, they're our children. I don't have to trust anyone with my children.
That's right.
Speaking of children, so we got a lot of hate on drinking while pregnant. So somebody's like, so she was drinking while she was pregnant with her daughter, and then there was some other ones, and kind of just clearing that air that what our OBs said
Right.
drinking occasionally was okay.
Why is my OB telling me, yeah, sure, just moderate? Yeah. What does he know about moderation? My moderation. My moderation could be just one bottle a night, not three. You know what I mean? What does he know about moderation? And, it's toxic. One sip is toxic. And yeah, one bottle is toxic. It's all toxic. So why would my OB tell me 26 years ago that it's 27 years ago that it's fine? Yeah, sure. What do you want? Just moderate. That's not okay, OB. And yeah, they're probably not saying that today, but back then they were. And with my daughter, I don't really remember, but like I said in the first video, I wasn't drinking heavily. I had an occasional maybe, but I knew better. So I didn't. And I never felt better than when I was pregnant, both times. I felt great. So I probably, because I don't remember, I probably wasn't even drinking because I felt great. And I figured, why am I going to why am I going to drink? So let's talk to the OBs who say it's okay.
Exactly. And that's,
Tell them.
if you're a drinker and the doctor is going to say, yeah, sure, that's fine in moderation, 5 ounces, we're going to take that
Yeah,
because the doctor said, doctor's orders, I can drink. The 1 in 10 OBs admitted to saying it was okay to drink lightly in late pregnancy, which is a system failure, not a moral one.
not okay.
Yeah. So for everyone that hates on those that have drank in moderation, and I can definitely say that I had some glasses of red wine because it was fine with red wine, right? During my second pregnancy, but I did know someone that drank very heavily during her pregnancy, and yes, her daughter did not come out healthy.
Yeah,
But so I definitely think that there's no encouraging drinking while pregnant, and maybe even the labels on the bottles should say something different, like absolutely do not drink, not there's a risk of drinking while
right.
pregnant. I mean, it's the marketing, it's the doctors, it's that are allowing us women to think that it's okay occasionally to drink while pregnant when
Right.
really it's not. I mean,
It's really not. Yeah.
don't but don't eat the soft cheese, don't eat the deli meat, it but it's per doctor, right? I mean, one doctor told me it's okay to eat the deli meat. One doctor said it's okay to drink, and also told all my friends that were pregnant around the same time or before me that it's okay to drink while pregnant.
Yeah. It's not. We put a lot of faith in our doctors, and I respect doctors and the hard work they go through, but they don't know everything. And it is my belief that, and I think there are some facts to this, that the pharmaceutical companies tell them, okay, if their pinky hurts, give them this drug. If the finger next to their pinky reacts to the pinky medicine, give them this medicine for the reaction, like, for side effects, give them this, give them that. It's like they tell the doctors this is what to give, because the doctors, they can't know everything about everything. You know what I mean? So they rely on the pharmaceuticals, and the pharmaceuticals want to make money. And it's my belief the sicker you are, the more money they make. And it's sad, and that's my opinion. I'm not saying that's, everybody. There are some wonderful more holistic doctors out there that I trust and that I listen to. But, I believe that the pharmaceutical companies run the world.
Yeah. I
They run.
mean, they go hand in hand with alcohol. There you go. Another thing that really seems to help sobriety, because I think I might have talked to you before I got off social media. I can't remember exactly, but you got off social media.
I got off it.
Well, I mean, so has staying off social media helped your sobriety?
It doesn't factor in at all. I've been off social media for almost 10 years, maybe 8 years. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, because I was cuckoo. I was drunk cuckoo. And, people get cuckoo on social media. I was one of them. So I just figured it was better to just stay away. And, occasionally John will say, my husband, he'll say, oh, so and so posted their daughter's graduation. Oh, let me see the picture. And I'll look at the picture and it's nice. And then I'll get, oh, so and so. And then I'll scroll. And then I'm like, oh, God, here, take your phone. Because it's like, I don't want to see your every movement. I don't need to see, that, I don't know. I'm just over people's fakeness. Thank you. And a lot of it isn't, but a lot of it is. And I was just over it. And the fights. It's like, can we agree to disagree? I think I be better on social media now that I'm sober.
When I was drunk, social media, I would post a lot of things without even thinking through it. But
Right.
with recent events, I did catch myself. It took me 3 days to post something because I was so heated about it.
Ooh,
But I didn't just reactively post it.
right.
I took my time, thought it through, and crafted it to where, it didn't come off, I don't know,
Yeah.
the way that I wanted it to come off.
I know what
But
you're saying.
yeah, so the reactiveness has definitely, and I'm assuming you can say the same thing, the reactiveness in sobriety isn't as quickly.
Oh, absolutely. Or if it is, I catch myself immediately and go, "Ugh, okay, honey, I'm sorry. I totally reacted. What did you want to say?" Or let's back up. Like I can do that now instead of just storming out of the room and being mad for a day and giving the silent treatment. That's like the dumbest thing ever. Like just talk about your stuff. Now that I'm sober, let's just talk about it. Yeah, and listen. Absolutely. Yes. Cuz when you're drunk, there you can't you're not there. It's not you. You're amplified in the worst way of whatever your personality traits are. So don't even try. Just get sober.
Yeah. I did a video for my members today. It's not released yet, but I was talking about the mental discipline and the mental strength of being sober and how you really have to have that desire, the want, and the mental discipline in staying sober because right now, currently, I'm doing a fast, which I mentioned to you before. The mental strength that it takes to overcome the urges to just pick up food, the cravings. I
Yeah.
mean, I was craving potato chips last night. And just getting through the hard parts is just like sobriety. You have to get through it. You don't
Yeah.
just cave
Yeah.
into the very first craving or urge. You sit with it, work through it, drink the water, electrolytes or tea. But same thing in sobriety, sit with it, right? So, what's easier, with that being said, what is easier now than it was early on? Like, how did you overcome some of these hard times?
Everything is easier with me being sober. Um Getting through the hard stuff has given me confidence and empowerment. I feel like a freaking superhero sometimes. And John and I reflecting on where we were last year and how we are today, a year later, is just like night and day. And that's why we're so proud of each other. So getting through the hard stuff is going to give you self-confidence. You're going to feel great. It's going to make you feel like you can conquer it. Because if you do conquer it one day, you can conquer it the next day and the next and the next. And it just builds up your self-esteem and your confidence. And it's so empowering. Why would you mess it up and then wake up and beat yourself up and feel shameful? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. So push through that first time and it'll get easier the second time and the third time and the fourth time. And then pretty soon, you just don't even think about it anymore. That's how that has been my experience. Pretty soon, it doesn't even matter. You can walk into any party, any event, the alcohol is free flowing, it's in your face, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'll have a seltzer water, thank you, with lemon. Or, yeah, I'll have some coffee now. It doesn't make a difference anymore. So it's getting through it gives you the self confidence.
And does Alan Carr still echo in your head constantly?
Yeah, the toxic part of it. Because I swear to God, I look at people drink, I'm like, oh my God, you're killing yourself. Oh my God, you're killing your. Stop killing yourself. Please don't kill yourself. Because it gets worse when it's in your body. You drink it and then it turns even worse in your body, and the way that your body has to fight it day after day. Like, just stop. And I don't say anything out loud. I'm thinking it. And I think that my confidence at an event with friends, with family, shows them I'm not sitting there biting my nails. Hi, how you? Yeah. Oh, please don't put that bottle of wine near me. No, it's not like that. It's like, here's my drink. Yeah, no, I'm not drinking. Yeah, I have my non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, we forgot you were drinking. You're not drinking. Yeah, we brought our stuff. We're good. Thanks. It's confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge. Confidence.
Yes,
Confidence and saying, I don't drink
absolutely.
or I'm not drinking.
I just saw something. There's a movement. People are drinking less, and I'm so excited about it. Have you heard about it? And then there's this whole store that has just all kinds of non-alcoholic. That's their whole thing, is non-alcoholic. And people are getting together in the mornings and having coffee instead of like happy hour. And it's like a ton of people. I forgot what the movement is called, but I saw it and I was so excited. I'm like, yes, okay, we're moving in the right direction. People are not drinking as much, and I love it. Like sales are going down, and I'm happy. Alcohol
Yeah.
sales. Hmm.
Yeah. I went to grab, I don't know, we were just having a low key weekend, like a cozy weekend, and I thought about, oh, let me go grab, there's this NA bottle of wine that I really, actually, the first one that I've actually ever liked. So I went to go find it, and I was like, I hate being in the alcohol aisle for one, but I was like, where the heck did they put it? Did they get rid of it? No, now there's a whole section of NA, like sparkling wine, or yeah, sparkling wines, red wines, white wines, whatever.
Nice.
So now they actually are getting their own place. And
Mm,
it's kind of just nice because it is becoming such, the sober curious trending stuff it's huge.
I love it. Yeah, and when the waitress comes over or the waiter, I don't go, "Do you have any non-alcohol?" I go, "Do you have any non-alcoholic champagne or beer?" Like as if I was going to say, "What's the champagne of the night?" or what's your specialty cocktail?" I'm like, "Do you have any non-alcoholic?" And a lot of places still don't. And I'm like, "That's okay. I'll just take seltzer water with lemon or a little splash of cranberry." But I think more if more people ask, they'll be, they have to serve non-alcoholic, right? So maybe that's happening too.
Yeah. So that was one of the questions in the comments. They asked what you replace your wine with. And, I think some people kind of think that we just switched to another mind altering substance, which
No,
is not for everyone. I do not like mind altering substances.
I
Yes,
don't need
alcohol was my poison of choice, nothing else. But it sounds like you gravitated to the NAs. And
Yeah. Specifically athletic beer is really good. Like I like them all. Some better than others, but the athletic brand is really good. I haven't really found I love champagne too. I loved champagne. But when we were for my birthday in March at wine tasting, they had a nice sparkling champagne, non-alcoholic, and I can't remember the name, but the beer is fine. I love the beer.
I think it's completely okay for NAs if you know that it's going to take you back to hard alcohol or to actual alcohol. I don't recommend it, but if it's something that's actually going to get you through all of these things and be so empowered and confident in your sobriety, I don't see why we can't have an NA flavored beer. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
get
we actually like the taste of beer.
I do. I love the taste of beer. I don't get the hate.
So your marriage is thriving, your relationship with your kids is thriving, and your health is doing amazing. I know people commented on how great you look for being 60. It doesn't seem like you drank that much because your skin is so amazing.
Well, a lot of it's genetics too. Like my dad's from South America and my mom's a white girl from Tennessee. But yeah, it's the genetics and I do take care of my skin, but I don't do anything special. But I will say before I got sober, I was losing weight and I have lost more weight since being sober. So I'm down 33 pounds, baby.
You sent me a picture from Halloween and I was like, smoking.
So that's another good thing too, because when I'm not drinking, I'm also eating better. I'm not having that cheeseburger, fries, and shake for my hangover. I'm not munching at midnight because I've had 2 bottles of wine and now I need potato chips with dip. You know what I mean? So of course I'm eating more consciously better because I feel great. And I was teasing my husband. I tease him all the time. I'm like, do you know how cheap I am as a wife? Do you know how lucky you are? How low maintenance? I don't color my hair. I don't, use Botox or lip fillers or eyelashes, or I don't do any of the, I don't do any injectables. I go, and now I'm not drinking. dang, you are saving so much money on me. You know,
You got a good point. You
I
have
had to get points. He did. He gave me a beautiful ring for our 27th. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Aw,
So he's a
much
good man.
like that's so amazing.
Yeah.
27 years and you went through the battle of alcohol for 26 and almost 26 and a half years of it.
Yeah. Thank God we came around. Thank God.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
there's a lot of marriages that are in turmoil because of alcohol.
I know I'm telling you, nothing good comes out of alcohol. It ruins everything. And not to mention the drunk driving and the fighting and the diseases and it doesn't do anybody any good at any time, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah. So you can officially say that you are very solid in your sobriety and there's absolutely zero desire, a huge aversion, and just you're so confident in it.
Absolutely. And I would say, God, yeah, you know what? Sometimes I just really want I would say that if that were true, but it's not true. It still repulses me. It still makes me well, like, no. I don't want to wake up gross and shameful. I don't want to feel that anymore because I feel so good now. So good. And my cousin and her husband have never been drinkers. And they would come to our like family stuff and we're all drinkers and they're not. And I would look at them like they're so weird. Why don't they just have a glass? What is up like total judgy. And now, I'm that person at the family things and friend things and I'm just thinking, why are y'all drinking? What's going on? Like, but everybody's got their own reasons and their own time
Yeah.
if they want to stop. So
If.
I
And
can
I think
judge
that's the key word, if.
if they want to stop. And if
Hmm.
they reach out to me, great. I will share. I will be helpful and supportive. Um, but it's just really weird now to see all the drinking. And at this party my husband we were at this weekend, booze, bartender, they had little booze bottles for everybody to take home and they're doing fireball shots and totally normal. Totally normal. I'd be right there. And now it's not normal for me anymore. It's just kind of
There
weird. It's kind of
there was a it is weird, isn't it? There was a commercial that came on just last night, I think, and it was the new Fireball, apple flavored Fireball. And I just looked at Jonathan and I said, "Did that just literally turn your stomach?" And he said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Mine too." And that is when I feel that you're never want to. I mean, I don't know. It just makes me feel so ill when I think about it. It burns my stomach just thinking about it. And playing that tape forward constantly, kind of like, I mean, probably you do because, we don't want to go back to who we were, how reactive we were, and when we're already reactive humans, because I feel like we're very similar. um,
we are.
and just throwing alcohol on top of an already reactive personality is just, it's never going to be good.
No, ask my husband,
Same,
my Saint
same.
John.
That's a good one. That is so good. So if someone is listening and they're, you know, struggling still, what would you say to them?
Oh man, I don't know. What is it that's stopping you from stopping the madness and the replay button of being hungover and feeling like crap and being shameful? What is worth that? So what could replace it? You can feel better. So you have to have a why, right? You were talking about that. What's your reason to stop? And if it's been a battle in your head like it was for me for so many years, I mean, it took me years. I was battling it for years. And I was just ready when I was ready. I don't think there's any magic thing to say or any advice to give, and people be like, yep, that worked. You have to be ready in your mind and you have to decide. And it's got to be you deciding that enough's enough. I'm done. But read that book. Maybe that book will help. Maybe go to AA. Maybe, you know, talk to sober people. Surround yourself with sober people. I'm obsessed with sober stories. I'm obsessed with intervention to remind me where I don't want to be, right? And I love it when people come out of their addiction, because we're all addicted somehow. Now it's the phones. My son, my son is also a saint. He's just like his father. Well, he's a little bit like me too, but he came over a few weeks ago and he just wanted to talk to his mom because he doesn't live here anymore. I said, "Come on over." And he's addicted to his phone, like so many of us. So there's the other thing. Like there's addictions everywhere. And now it's the phone. I walked away. I went to the store without my phone and I was frantically looking for it. And I couldn't believe that I left my phone at home because I don't go anywhere without it. But I told him, honey, you want to change? Guess what? You have to do something different. So you got to find something else. And you just can't be doing the same thing over and over again and think that something's going to magically change. You have to purposefully do something different. If you're worried about your phone addiction or whatever other addiction, you got to make a change. Action. You have to take action. You can't just think about it, hope something magical will happen. You have to take action. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, very true. I was pulling up, you sent me something from X that this guy explains why everything we know about addiction is actually wrong. And I believe the answer was we need connection.
Gosh, I don't remember sending you that. Did I send you that? Connection?
Connect. Well, I think that's what he was getting to. This one.
Gosh, Megan, I don't remember. I'm 60. Give me a break.
But yeah, because you said we have been told so many lies and been brainwashed, and it's all for profit.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Yeah. No, it was a really good one, and I think there's just so much out there nowadays. And I think, everything that you've said, connection definitely is huge. You have to take action. You have to put yourself around people. And, your son came to you and, there's connection.
Right.
Let's just talk about it and don't bottle it in. And when you quit drinking, you openly said, I don't want to drink.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore. And what I did tell him too, I love him so much. I said, so you need to take action, do something different. And if you come back to me in 6 months and you're still in the same boat, I'm going to kick your ass because you haven't done anything. Like, you've got to do something. Don't just be complaining. Like, there are perpetual victims, and I get maybe they've been through so much, but you know what? Get the fuck out of it. Enough is enough with your victimhood, and you're doing the same thing over and over again. Do something different, take some action, and then come talk to me if that doesn't work or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do something different. And
Love
and
that. The victim mentality kills me.
kills me too. And
I've
I
never
victim sometimes,
blamed.
but then I snap out of it. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not
Yeah.
helpless. I'm the strong, powerful woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people I feel blame their addiction issues. Alcohol, not drugs, not cigarettes, not coffee, not phones, only alcohol.
Yep.
They blame it on their aunt or uncle or grandpa or great grandpa or dad or mom. And it's like, take accountability for your own self and realize where it actually comes from. You're not addicted because your grandpa was addicted. Like, get to the root of the problem and start working on it and understanding your why. And that has been, I have gotten teary eyed so many times with this current book that I'm listening to, In the Realm of Hungry Ghosts, because so many things just come back alive and bring up a lot of things, but it was never your family's fault while you were addicted. I mean,
Well, yeah.
intentionally.
Right.
I mean, because I mean, the book just explains a lot of things, and our environment plays a huge role. Yes, personality traits are obviously there, but you know, I got the biggest thing that stood out to me in these last couple chapters is this being a mom and carrying our stress actually affects our children. But we don't know that. We don't know that the stress from our moms are affecting us, or my stress is affecting my children. And then, like, all these chemicals in our brain get, you know, worked up. And then that's, it just stems from so many different things that you can't just sit here and say that I'm an alcoholic because my uncle was.
Right. It's genetic.
What is the underlying cause? Was your mom stressed during pregnancy? Did she have a village? And, how many stressors were actually there? Maybe she shows you love, but was she stressed? There's so many different things that I'm learning. And why I say it makes me like tear up sometimes is because what am I doing to my children when I'm carrying my stress? How am I'm leading by example by not drinking, but also are my internal battles affecting my children without me intentionally doing it?
Okay, so I think you need to give yourself a break because you can't be perfect. And when we know better, we do better, hopefully. Hopefully. So when we know better, we do better. And I admire you for all the books you're reading and for all the research that you're doing. And that's the bottom line. When you know better, you do better. And it's your choice. It's my choice to do better or not, or to just sit and wallow and hope something comes around. It's not going to happen. There's no miracle anything. You have to want it and you have to go get it. You have to go
Exactly.
get it.
Nobody's lucky. It's all hard work. It's all
It's all
consistent.
hard work. And you know what? Dealing with my shit was hard fucking work. We went through hell and we came out really good, but it was hell. It had to be. It's hard. It's hard. So what? You're going to live. It's going to be hard, but you're going to live. Hopefully you're going to live. I pray you're going to live. Don't wait till it's too late.
Yeah. And it ultimately comes down to we are in control of choosing which hard we want.
Which what?
Hard.
Oh, I thought you said
Like
heart.
what heart?
Yeah.
Yeah, which heart? Do you want a healthy heart or a sad heart?
Yeah.
But no, but yeah, it comes down to
Yeah.
which heart do we want?
Yeah. And fear stops a lot of people too. And I don't get it. Everybody's afraid of something. So you do it anyway. It's fear. Yeah, it's scary, but what's the worst thing that could happen? Just do something different. Just move. Just act. You have to put action if you want change. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Bill Gates was fearful of creating a whole entire empire of computers?
Probably. Do you think that he had people saying, you're crazy, you're stupid, you're this, you're that? Guess what? He did it anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who cares
Exactly.
what other people think? I've never cared what other people think. I think that is huge because I'm not a people pleaser at all. I don't care. If you don't like what I'm saying, go in the other room. Or, I'm not going to apologize for speaking my truth and saying no to you or saying let's do it this way or whatever. So I don't know where I got that. Probably my mom, but thanks mom. I think so. But I've always been like that. And that helps to not worry about what other people think because who cares what other people think?
Exactly. It's a hard one though,
It is a hard
but
one.
you don't dwell on it.
No, don't dwell on it.
Uh, well, I really appreciate you doing this again with me, and I love being able to interact with you because it's just so easy and fun.
Yeah. Thank you. This was great. I totally enjoyed it. So I'll see you at a year. A year.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll keep in touch.